Hey everyone, this is interesting. By the time you're watching part 9, we've actually had this playthrough not part 9, part 10, but screw it. I mean, there's a lot going on. But anyway, by the time you actually get around to this part, you probably have noticed that effectively part 8's been out for a while and there hasn't been a lot of videos. Well, here's the thing. We actually have completed the Let's Play a while back right around when Jump Force essentially came out, just to put it. I don't know how I remember that because of how utterly forgettable that game is, but
put it in perspective how long it took to do this.
Yeah, we actually had this completed for a while, but the only reason why you're hearing this as it is because this one video, the audio, you might have noticed in part 9 that the audio files got corrupted a little bit near the end. Effectively, this whole video here actually had the entire basic audio file get entirely corrupted, which took out some really funny bits. So now we're doing something. Like right here, we have to do post-commentary. So again, here we got another boost race, which I always like these modes. They're always some fun modes, and they're always really cool. Just a good way to get some quick rushing in. Sonic Riders doesn't have this at all, ergo this is the superior game.
Yeah, Sonic Riders has good gameplay unlike this, huh? Too bad about that, huh?
This game had online gameplay at the time.
Yeah, because they had to make up for the shit game they were making. You keep putting it on the table, and I keep taking it.
Yes, we're just turning it into essentially a lighthearted rivalry about that. Though this game I think came out a few months before Riders did too.
Riders came out sometime. 2006. I don't know.
Yeah, this game came out late 2005.
Oh yeah, so this came out before him. Because Sonic Riders came out the same year as Sonic 06.
And to be fair...
And Sonic Genesis.
To be fair, it is the best thing that came out around that time.
To be fair, it's not hard. It's not hard to be the best thing out when that was coming out.
I mean, I played a little bit of Riders since then. It's an okay game, but I just find it to be somewhat eh.
Well, you've only played one track.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I feel like when I play racing games, at least if I play that one track, I'm like, okay, this is really good, I want to play more. Okay. Whereas that one, I'm like, it's okay. Oh, it's the last Sonic title to be produced with the involvement of Yuji Naka as well.
Wow.
But yeah, we just got another one of these boring-ass races, and hey, that's about it.
That's about it.
I mean, it's not like we can actually have a lot to talk about, because, this is post-commentary.
Most of what we talked about this game has already been done.
Yeah, and it's there's only so much, I'm not gonna go, oh look, here's another turn, there's another turn, there's another turn.
He's making another left turn.
He's making another left turn. He's making yet another left turn. And he goes for another left turn, and he died. Like a bitch. But yeah, we just got some boring-ass races to go through, and I think what we're going to do interestingly about this is we're going to gag dub the cutscenes when they pop up for this too, because since this one's going to not have any real game background audio, so that way I can put in the post-commentary audio in properly, we're going to gag dub the cutscenes.
We're going to try our very worst. Oh, you got second. Oh no.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Then go again.
I think I'll just simply cut this out in the
Post.
I think I will just speed up. We'll just speed this bit up.
It's time to speed up. I'm not gonna make it.
So yeah, what do we have to talk about now?
You talk about Sonic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's just talk about Sonic. So, Sega has also gotten more details about the upcoming Sonic Kart racer. It looks fine.
It's alright.
I'll wait till the game comes out, and hey, if it's really good, that's good.
I appreciate the Bingo Highway remix. Appreciate that.
I would have preferred Casino Park, but that's just more Bingo Highway.
Sure,
I prefer the casino
Palace, I think it was called.
Whatever. I'm looking it up.
Really appreciate Bingo Highway.
I mean, Bingo Highway's theme is good, but the problem is just that stage can go fuck itself.
The stage is better for me because I hated the paintball shit.
I prefer the pinball shit over like the rolling down the hill thing. Casino Park, yeah, it's called Casino Park. Like the pinball was a little frustrating, but it's nothing. Nothing compared to the horrors that was the fucking rolling down the track.
I feel like I'm the only one who never had an issue with that. It feels weird. Because I don't have this hate most people have for that.
Oh my god.
What?
Look at this thing that my friend sent me. It's of both nostalgia critics as Dante and Virgil. It's dumb. Jackpot. Oh yeah. Speaking of, you might notice in my final part I say that the next Let's Play is going to be No More Heroes. About that, we ran into difficulties with that.
We've run into technical difficulties.
Called boss number 6.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We just
so that Let's Play is shelved for now because we all got very pissed off.
Instead, we're playing Spyro the
We said that also there's like a lot of parts of that playthrough that were also just to me real boring. Like he fell asleep during one of the parts.
Apparently 10 minutes.
Yeah, he fell asleep for like 10 entire minutes of the playthrough because there was, and I just ran out of things to talk about, and I figured, okay, this is gonna be a game we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, that wasn't the fucking case. But anyway, we decided to do a backup plan, Sonic Adventure, and that didn't pan out very well either.
Well, I mean, it panned out a bit. It was just
the problem is we had like way too many co-commentators too, to the point that it just felt like everything just felt
speaks at the same time,
and it just felt like everything felt disjointed or unfocused, which became a problem because I actually could barely talk about the game too. Like I think there was actually very little bits where I talked about the game. I mean, I know I might have not done this a lot with this playthrough, but it's a racing game.
You've seen one track, you've seen most of them. Except for maybe like 1 or 2 tracks where they're just like, fuck you.
That's it, yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead.
I feel like I'm in the minority who wants Sonic Riders to be a game.
Let's see, I'm just gonna see. I'm going through editing the footage real quick. Basically, one part didn't turn out as well, so I'm just editing up some footage real quick. There we go. Because we're viewing this from my actual capture device, so I decided to skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna just jump around. There we go. Since this is just gonna be a bit more interesting. But anyway, we got some more footage to go through. So let's just simply skip ahead to the next race, skip ahead, and the thing. Yeah, we're just going through the whole thing. So if it doesn't match up with what we're saying, well, it's post-commentary. There's nothing I can do about that, sorry.
Nothing I can do.
Nothing I can do. Punk mechanics, dude. But anyway, so yeah, after Sonic, I felt like Sonic Adventure is one I would like to come back to, but I think I'll give it some time. Then there's also the general infamy that this Sonic Adventure series has amongst reviewers, which is ridiculous here and there. I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, Sonic Adventure, I feel like, is a decent game, but it's one of those games I feel like is way too overhated, honestly. Like, I will admit the game hasn't aged well at all. Like, there are some parts about it that are super fucking dated.
Well, I mean, every game from then on
hasn't
really aged that well.
But when people go, oh, Resident Evil 1, that's like a premier classic. It's like, I mean, I like Resident Evil 1 a lot. Really good game, but it's like, I'm not going to say it's aged gracefully. So it's like when people go, oh man, Tomb Raider, that was the fucking shit. It's like, yeah, Tomb Raider's aged just as well, too.
Oh man, Ocarina of Time is great.
I have never gotten an Ocarina of Time. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh man, he's copying Aaron Hansen's opinion. I'm like, no, I just never got an Ocarina of Time. I think it's an impressive game at the time, definitely. Just one I never got into.
I prefer Majora's Mask.
Link to the Past, if you ask me. But that's just because that one has a really good pace to it. It's a fun game.
Yeah, but when we're talking about 3D, at the moment, my favorite is Majora's Mask. I have not played Breath of the Wild, so I
played a little bit of it. I'm still getting into it, but it's more I just simply got it. I just simply had a lot to take care of at one point. And why the hell did I pause here? We're going to skip up ahead a little bit. That was like really weird there. Let's see. Let's see. Cut out that really weird awkward pause.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna we cut out some parts because I just forgot how interesting this is. There we go. We got another peace killer. But anyway, so Sonic Adventure didn't go as well as planned, but now we've got our current playthrough plan. And we meant to do this before DMC5 came out. We're doing a Let's Play of DMC3 Dante's Awakening. Specifically, the special edition used in the PS4 port, which is, so far, as of now, going very smoothly. And, I mean, we might hit some bumpy roads here and there, but it's DMC, and I feel like we're going to get through it just fine. And, hey, we should be able to finish it just fairly quickly, too. It's Devil May Cry.
Yeah, their games are like 10, 11 hours long.
Originally, we were going to do the first game, but the first game, we just simply had a lot of muscle memory issues, so we decided to do DMC3 instead, because it's a prequel. And just because 3 is so good.
It's really good.
Like, absolutely. And gives us the fan-favorite Vigil. Instead of Dante and Virgin. I want to cover that at some point just because it would be hilarious to cover for the channel, but at the same time.
What you saw was the moments. You would have to go through the game to
yeah.
get to those moments. And honestly, there's not enough material.
Yeah, to riff on. It's not like, say, if we were to cover Sonic 06, which, hey, feel free to point out if we should cover that on here. I would be more than open to cover some bad games down the line. So if you guys ever have any bad games you guys want me to cover, feel free to point them out. I would be so willing to just do some terrible moments.
What? We already playing a bad game right here. See?
I mean, like, an utterly horrible game. Like, one of those that's, like, I mean, like, universally banned.
Like E.T.?
That's not the worst game ever made. Like, not in a million years, dude.
It's on the list.
It's one of those games, but it is nowhere near as bad as people make it out to be, honestly. Like, the problem with it was more, the game was just clearly rushed out the door. And just simply, they were like, hey, fuck it, we're just gonna make this game. Like, the problem was more, like, when you look at it, it doesn't have any, like, significant game-breaking glitches or anything like that. It's just a really boring-ass game to play.
That's worse.
No, but it's like calling it the worst video game ever.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm not calling it worse. I'm just saying...
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good game. I'm just simply saying, like, it's one of those games where its reputation has been over-exaggerated to hell and back.
It's like, it's not the worst game, but it's definitely on the list.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's one I can say it's up there, but it is, like, it's just a really mediocre. It's definitely the most mediocre game ever, but there's, like, worse games.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Riders.
Yeah, Jackass.
Twisted Metal 3. Mega Man X6.
No one's gonna argue.
Yeah, I know. I'm just simply pointing out other games.
Superman 64.
That actually could arguably be the worst game of all time. Like, let's really be honest there.
No, Big Rigs Over the Road Racing is the worst.
Does that count?
Yes.
Does that even count as a game?
It was released as a game and was charged money for you to experience it. It counts.
But the game is like a fucking alpha.
It counts though.
That would imply it's a game, though. It's like this weird aborted game.
It's still a game. It was charged money. You could put it on your PC and it ran like a game.
In the very thinnest definition I could. Though, can you really also say it's really horrible? Because it's like, it's just so bad it's hilarious.
You still had to pay money for it.
Yeah, good point.
You still had to shell out art.
I'm looking up how much it is, actually.
You still had to shell
Big
out
rigs.
That counts.
Big rigs over the road racing. Let's see how much this game fucking 8% on Metacritic. Jeez.
Wow, that's way more than it deserves.
Let's see. Where the hell is can I? Let's see. Big rigs over the road racing. Amazon.com. Amazon. Let's see how much Amazon's gonna charge for this.
$5.
Customer reviews.
no, that's
Let's
not
read some customer reviews. Actually, Big Rig saved my life. I love these ironic reviews. Big Rig saved my life. Big Rig saved my life. There was a time where I thought there was no point in going on. I was such a loser. I would have ended it all, but then one day I found this game. I started playing when that "You're a Winner" script came up. It made me stop and think, I'm a winner? How can that be? It completely turned my self-image around. It wasn't a loser. I wasn't a loser. I was a winner. This game gave me the self-esteem to keep going, and now years after I played it, I still have fond memories. Without Big Rigs, I would not be around today. I would gladly pay $90 for this game. To me, it's much more than that. To me, it is priceless. And the rest are like all just general worst game evers. Holy shit! What the hell?
What?
Let's see there. Okay, bingo. It's booting up the Amazon app for me.
Oh.
So yeah, Big Rigs runs around $30. This is not.
Nope,
What?
that's not the right one.
This is like some weird knockoff of Big Rigs over the road
What
race
wants to make a knockoff?
of the worst game ever made, arguably. Oh, currently on a Superman 64 is not worth $150. I don't know.
Collector.
I don't care how much of a collector you are. It is not worth $150.
What, is there no people like selling Big Rigs?
I don't even know how. I'm looking up. I'm looking up. How much did that game even fucking sell?
It probably did sell well.
Yeah, but it's like the most. I'm looking up how much Rat-Tat-Toying. How much does that go for? This item is not a. Oh. DVD, $7.
$7.
Gladiformers. If you guys do not know what Gladiformer is, I'm going to put it in the link to this description below.
Don't.
So that way you can, no, yes, I'm putting Gladiformers in the
No,
link.
I'm telling them don't click on it.
Click on Gladiformers.
Don't.
Click on it.
No.
Click on it like a true Gladiformer.
No, save your life.
No, it will save your life.
No.
Yes.
The minute you stop watching like a chair and a noose appear in your house, don't.
This film runs $25.
I don't know. People want to spend money on that shit.
Wait, no, I know what one to look up. Ben and Arthur. The Room's gay counterpart. Oh shit, this is on Amazon Prime.
$20. Why? Hold on. Let's look at the reviews for that shit.
Okay, I know what I'm going to.
3 out of 5 stars.
Probably those are joke reviews. Because you know, like notoriously horrible movies, they always have like some ironic reviews here and there.
I also think people should stop doing that.
I
mean, it's funny, but for someone who doesn't know, they're just gonna go, "Oh, it's got 3 out of 5 reviews."
Yeah, like unless they actually look at the reviews, unless it's like one of those movies that's like notoriously horrible, like say The Room.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a movie, you're not gonna read every single review.
Yeah, but like with The Room, it's easy to tell. Like The Room, to be fair, also has that reputation of being like so bad it's good too. A reputation that's very well deserved, mind you.
Oh, hi, doggy.
I'm looking up Mortal Kombat Annihilation reviews after this. Because that is a fucking train wreck.
You know, it also could possibly earn its right on the worst games ever.
What?
Anthem.
Does that even need to be stated? Like, that's like one of the biggest flops recently.
Apparently, the math of the game that makes it work doesn't work.
Oh yeah, and it actually bricked consoles too.
No, it's more like, hey guys, did you know all this super cool loot is actually completely worthless, and the starter weapon is the most useful gun in the game?
Oh, like a lot of the loot like has like bug stats?
No, not even that. It's just the way that they worked it was that in order to make the starter weapon not completely useless, I'm not sure. You would have to look it up.
Matt McMuscles did a video on it recently, so I'll take a look at that.
Well, I was listening to a podcast, and it was just
because he did a what happen on Anthem just recently.
What happened?
Oh, we got a cutscene coming up, so we gotta prepare to dub it. I can tell from the thing. So
Oh, Oh, here we go.
Let's see, we got a cutscene coming up.
Race, you used that card the whole time, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because it's a really good card. It's like one of the best cards to actively use, I would say. There we go. That way we got it where it's up just ahead. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. So I can match up with the time.
Yep.
I'm out here, you boys, this time. I got it handled. I can take Racer. This one's too important to leave to choice. Don't worry about me. I can hold my own. Yes, folks. As long as I deliver a secret recorded message dropped off at our station earlier this morning. That's right. I'm totally not the bad guy.
From the mysterious crime lord Miso himself.
Well, the rat's finally coming up from the sewers. Greetings, fellow race car lovers. I am totally not GT Blitz. Your perseverance has been surprising, but crew has sent you on a fool's errand. I am prepared to forgive and forget each of your spare lives.
And spare each of your lives.
If you walk away now. But we can't quit. We have no choice. Are you crazy? He's telling you to quit now. What does crew have on you guys? This is amazing, folks. If you're listening, Mizo, your days are numbered. And you see, like, he's looking nervous in the background, too. Well, I think we fucking failed there, but it's post-commentary. It's like, this is improvised real-time dubbing. Like real-time fan games.
Yeah, we're not good enough, though.
We're not, like, improv actors.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oof.
Oof. Whoa, no.
Well, that fucking happened. Yeah, these sewer raceways actually can be a pain in the ass, especially one later bit where I actually decided to say screw it. I'm actually not 100%. Like, as a heads up, I did not 100% the game. You don't really get much out of it if you 100% outside of, like, unlocking, I think, the hero mode.
Hero?
It's essentially like the Dante Must Die mode kind of deal. You play through the game much harder, but you have access to all your weapons and stuff usually.
Hell or hell.
Yes, hell or hell mode. Isn't it like heaven or hell where it's like everyone dies in one hit?
Including you. Yep. Heaven or hell. Hell or hell is you die in one hit.
Everyone else survives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also as of this point, also FF7 got its Switch port, which is pretty fucking good so far, actually. I feel like I've actually gotten into the game a bit more properly now. It helped it also have it on the go, so I could play it while I wait for classes to start.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
What?
DMC has great names for difficulties.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dante Must Die.
Son of Sparta. Devil Hunter. Human. Legendary Dark Knight. Heaven or Hell.
Hell or Hell. But yeah, then...
Dante Must Die.
But yeah, I'm thinking about probably what I'm going to LP after DMC3. Like, I know a lot of people say, don't plan on it immediately. It's like, I think, honestly, with DMC3, how short it is, I think I got a game I might cover right after that. I'm thinking about covering the game I'm debating on covering might either be Okage Shadow King for the PS2, because I feel like that's a fairly obscure RPG, and you guys know I do love my obscure games to be featured on the channel, as evidenced by Skull Monkeys, which, speaking of that,
Holy shit, you just flew into explosion.
Yeah, but though speaking of Skull Monkeys, I feel like I'm bound to revisit that game, and in fact, I want to revisit a few of my older LPs, in fact, here and there. Because I feel like Skull Monkeys, I think the LP was okay on its own. I felt like that's back when I still couldn't find my style. And back when I was just still an awkward idiot. Same with Resident Evil, which was my first LP, if you guys have been following the channel for a while.
You were still style switching.
Not style switching, I just didn't know like what I wanted to do for my LP channel. I just didn't know I just feel like I haven't grown my beard then yet.
It was a DMC joke.
Yeah, I know that.
You landed on Swordmaster, but you were trying out Royal Guard.
Yeah, it was like I didn't know what kind of LP I wanted to be. Did I want to be like the helpful, just basic Chugga Conroy kind of guy, or be like the snarky man? And I felt like I've gotten a good mix of that, especially since now I've also gotten a bit better when it comes to actually doing LPs, because I felt like after Ratchet and Clank, I decided not to blind LPs anymore. DMC3 is a sort of mix, because I played through at least halfway through the game beforehand.
And you've got me playing it with
you, so
I
it's,
know a lot.
So if we ever hit a roadblock,
I could just go here.
Yeah. And I mean, so far we're doing so far. Like, as of this recording, I got past one of those bosses that, like, a lot of people have always said, it's like, the stupid, like, when you get to them, it's going to be like the source of your frustration, and I kicked their ass.
The only boss I would say is the line for "Have you improved?" is the virtual boss fights.
And I mean, that's kind of the
Cerberus,
point. Oh yeah, Cerberus. Cerberus is a little tricky, but I feel like he's not as hard as people make him out to be. Like, I remember when I first fought him, I actually came close to kicking his ass. He just only had like a little sliver of health, but I at least understood how the fight worked. Whereas I'd say like a case where like one of those bosses like the Have You Improved doesn't work as well as intended now because age was offensive for the original Devil May Cry. Just because of the camera and the somewhat awkward intricacies of the original DMC1.
But Cerberus is hard because you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I was right there when you first played it and told you exactly
yeah.
how to play it. So of course you would be like, oh yeah. But it's supposed to be the boss of like, have you actually paid attention? No? Fuck you.
I remember my nephew, like, I was showing him DMC3 one time, and, like, this is, like, at first he was going, man, Naruto and Sasuke are cooler than Dante and Virgil. I'm, like, looking, I'm like, listen here, you little shit. But like, he didn't, like, the intro cutscene of DMC3, which you guys will be seeing soon enough if you haven't seen it, because that intro is fucking awesome. Where, like, he was just like, man, he just looks so boring. And I'm like, what did you just say?
Oh, I heard you. It sounded like you had shit taste.
Yeah. It's like, but like, and then like I put him on the easy mode, you know, where it has like the automatic combos and shit, and he got like an S rank on the initial mission, like outside the office. And then I decided to play it from there and just simply go on my own mode. And like went back to one of my save files on my dad's PS4. And I set it to where like on the normal difficulty I got like rank B. He's like, I got a higher rank than you. It's like, yeah, you were playing on the easy mode, though, so shut up. Like,
I got all S ranks on the first mission after just trying it out for a bunch of times. I even have a picture of it.
Nice.
It was on, I think it was pretty sure it was on.
But yeah, go back to an earlier topic, like when it came to what I'm LPing after DMC3. I'm either thinking about doing Okage Shadow King, because also I want to test out if I could do JRPGs properly on the channel with like, if I could do them justice. Because I was thinking about doing Earthbound at some point, which is my favorite game of all time. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but I've hit 100 subs, actually. And I will say this. Thank you all. And as a appreciation, the DMC3 is actually done as also appreciation for 100 subs. I feel like Earthbound, because I remember like back when I started the channel, Earthbound was originally going to be my 100 sub celebration. The reason why I don't want to do that is that I just feel like, can I do the game justice? So I feel like it would be better to do a different JRPG. So I feel like, hey, I would think I'll cover Okage the Shadow King. It's a funny RPG that, it's essentially like, think Tim Burton meets Earthbound, effectively. Like, you have that art style of Tim Burton movies, like, primarily like Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And you have the bizarreness of Earthbound with some silly dialogue here and there, with the occasional butchered mistranslation, and we got third place here. Mm-hmm. But a shit happens. Oh no, wait, this is the cup race. Mm-hmm. Forgot about that. But anyway, as I was saying also, I'm thinking of either doing Okage or maybe probably Kingdom Hearts 1. Because, you know, KH3 is out. Hey, Kingdom Hearts 1's a really fucking good game. It would also be a good way to test if I could do RPGs.
Yeah.
Though I feel a little reluctant because I haven't played KH3 yet, and I don't want Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers popping up when I upload my videos going to my recommended feeds.
Yeah.
I
could recommend you like
I had that happen with DMC5, where a DMC5 spoiler popped up when I watched a This Is How You Don't Play of DMC3.
But if you want, I could give you like a browser extension that basically blocks any videos if you put the name of it in.
I mean, granted, I think by the time I also do it, it will probably be summer. I think by then I'll have KH3.
But you still need to play 2 Birth
I'm playing 2 right now, dude.
Yeah, but you still need to play through all of it.
Yeah, I'll play through all of it soon.
There's a lot you have to do now to catch up.
Yeah, I can catch up just fine. I have my ways.
I have my methods.
Let's see, though. There's also other games I'd like to cover, too. maybe Marvel's Spider-Man, because that was a really fucking good game, alongside Spider-Verse, which is also an excellent fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Spider-Verse, so damn good. I'd say by far, arguably the definitive Spider-Man movie, next to Homecoming, even. Or the Sam Raimi films. Barring three sucks. Balls. Lots of balls. Covered in uranium. That give you radioactive AIDS.
Oh, that's too far. The movie's bad, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the universe.
Oh yeah, that's Batman vs. Superman.
No, that's Batman and Robin.
I would debate on that, because that movie you can at least have fun riffing with people, whereas Batman vs. Superman...
Quality. We're not doing like a...
Good point. Yeah.
We're talking about overall...
No, fantastic 2015.
I can agree with that.
I actually forgot that movie briefly existed.
I think we all did.
That's why we had the Fox buyout.
Oh, man.
Man, think about it. Like, that movie was made for the Fox to extend the rights of the Fantastic Four characters, because, you know, they didn't want Disney getting the rights to them.
Which is kind of stupid, because then you're just going to have this black mark on your fucking...
Yeah, and, like, they made a really shitty movie, which, as a result, doesn't help anything. And now, Fox got bought out anyway, so the effort's completely pointless.
Hey, as long as we get fucking...
Yeah, we get... I mean, hey, as long as we get a good Marvel vs. Capcom game without executive meddling, I'm fine. Not gonna happen, but...
Hey, don't say that. That's how we felt about fucking Resident Evil 2 remake and...
Soul Calibur 6.
And Devil May Cry 5.
And Soul Calibur 6, too. Like, Soul Calibur 6 actually...
Yeah, we
game...
assumed that Soul Calibur was dead for...
Soul Calibur, like, because, like, the only thing that came out were, like, really crappy spin-offs, too. Yeah. And just 5 in general just sucks so hard. Like, you have, like, by far the worst fighting game protagonist of all time in the case of Patroclus. Patrick. We're just gonna call him Patrick.
Patrick.
So Patrick just goes around murdering innocent people. And then there's his sister Pyra. I know it's pronounced Pyra, but I don't want to give this the dignity. But anyway, Pyra gets manipulated by not Tira and not Nightmare. This game is literally, like, essentially, Soul Calibur 5 story is literal fan fiction. And we got a cutscene coming up.
Oh.
So time for our Dag Dub voices. Chuck, I just want to say thanks. No problem. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man who beat the mighty Razor. How does it feel to be still breathing? I just want to win the championship. Then we talk. Why so truculent with the media, Jack? You're the next big star. I'm keeping my eye on you. Of course, every star eventually falls. That's totally not a death threat.
Yay.
Yeah, new drivers unlocked.
Hey.
Oh, now we're at the final cup, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls of all ages. So yeah, this is when the game's difficulty starts to peak up. And you might have noticed also no new cars have popped up. Oh, we're at the mission where I know this mission very well. This was we're going to talk about the game for once, because this is one of my least favorite parts of the game. So, you guys may not be able to hear something, but pay attention to the footage, actually.
Oh yeah, you told us about that.
Yeah, this was one of my least favorite missions of the whole game. So, effectively, you know this game you have to use weapons.
Nope.
Notice where it says weapons jams. Effectively, your car gets sabotaged here by Mizo. Gee, I wonder who he could be.
Mizo Soup, sabotage your car, Jack.
Yeah, and then... Yeah, you actually can't use your weapons. The AI is slightly designed around this where they don't fire as much. But it's just one of those missions that kind of comes... Like, it's that one bit of a game that comes right out of nowhere and just starts screwing with the actual mechanics. It's like that one Pro ZD video, games that think more mechanics equal fun. It's time for egg delivery!
You know what? The Last of Us kind of does something where they take away all of your weapons and shit.
Oh, no gear levels?
But the...
It's like
it's not really no gear. It's more taking away the gear you had and replacing it with shittier stuff.
Oh, so it's not like Naked Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2?
But it makes complete sense story-wise, and you're still able to defend yourself well.
Yeah, this is just more like that one bit that just happens, and then is never brought up again.
It happens, you're not warned about it at all, just...
This is essentially, for all intents and purposes, the big-lipped alligator moment.
What?
The big-lipped alligator moment. It happens and is never brought up again. I know that's a Nostalgia Critic reference, but... Yeah.
Oh.
I think this picture should sell what that is.
Okay.
Notice how they never bring that up again. They have the quote that references it too, and here that explains the term of the meaning.
Oh.
It's also like what Ben and Arthur was the entire time. Or Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which that movie was...
Hey, remember when that attorney got killed?
Mortal Kombat Annihilation also is something especially... Oh, speaking of Mortal Kombat, MK11's also around the corner, and it looks pretty sick, actually.
They're really working that Unreal Engine 3 to the fucking bone.
I mean, I'm actually looking forward to it. It actually might be really good.
I saw recently some Cabal shit. I'm interested.
Cabal is really cool, so I can't wait to play as him again. Cabal is one of my favorite characters in the series.
Mine's a scorpion, and I never fear because they never get rid of him.
Oh yeah, they did briefly, but that we never talk about. Yeah,
from then on.
I was about to say we don't talk about that instance.
Feels so good to main a character that's the main character.
Yeah,
Scorpions. You never have to fear about them going away.
I mean, Scorpion's also one of my other mains too, just because it's Scorpion. He's fucking Scorpion, dude.
He's fucking cool Ghost Rider, fucking skeleton from hell. Usually,
fucking Scorpion can never leave. Like the only reason why he did in 3 was because the fucking actor that played him actually left over royalty disputes.
And then they realized, oh wait, we can't.
Like Midway was like, hey, we need this game out by soon, Ed Boon, and they're like, fuck, release it as is. So yeah, right here is a good cutscene also. I got this. I got my masterful dubbing skills ready. Or lack thereof.
I got my no skills ready.
Blitz, we need to talk. We analyzed Jack's car after his sabotage. The explosives used were the same ones that killed your father. I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't you get it? The very same people that want us dead also killed your father. So the syndicate killed my old man. I'm not surprised. He was arrogant and cocky anyway. He deserved to die. I didn't do it. These are very bad people, if you know anything. What I know is the ratings for this season are through the roof. I didn't do it. And it's only getting better as the season comes to a close. Also, I didn't do it. So that's it. It's all I've got. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go plead my innocence. I didn't do anything. I also didn't cancel Firefly.
Why did he keep saying he didn't do anything? We didn't ask him that.
But yeah, that's the end of this part. Thank you guys actually for watching, and I appreciate you guys for this patience, and we will upload the rest of the videos down the line.
Yeah.